Alright guys, RoKage here and welcome back to the brand new video. Here we are, solo leveling a rise will be the topic. On today's video, first of all, I will show you some amazing thing that happened during this update. This is like probably one of the best things that happened during this update. They added something in the story which is absolutely crazy good for the free-to-play players, for everyone, and it will be much easier to finish story because of that. Okay, after I show you that part, we're gonna go here into draws and we're gonna discuss about Mane Baek and Choi. Who is more worth it? I know Choi leaves soon, like in 14 hours and 56 minutes, and I promise you guys, when I fully test out Baek, I will make a conclusion, and then I will tell you, yo, should you go for him as a free-to-play or should you go for Choi while is it still here? Or the decision will be on you, should you save for Ta or Alicia. That is like the main thing that a lot of you keep on asking me, so I will cover that. So first of all, really briefly, I want to show you this. So if you go in a game mode, story mode, let me say I go into hard mode, and if you remember, the side missions usually request from you that you use certain character. Now maybe this one, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, look at this. You have to use like two characters. First one right here, and the second one right here, and then everything else I'm using on my own. But look at the difference, guys. The characters are automatically maxed out and limit broken here, level 50 with the SSR weapons for those characters. Okay guys, so this is the part what will make your life so much more easier, and this is so much more practical for every single player in the game. This is one of the best things that happened this update, because now you don't have to invest in those characters if you don't want to. You don't have to, and they will have this level right here and you're gonna be fine. They'll be more invested and more broken, I mean better characters than you invested in them, most likely, because they're like crazily maxed with maxed out level 30 weapons here. If you go into normal story, for example, let me go here, let me go into the normal story really quickly. Normal story, boom. Okay, and then if I go into this side chapter, for example, here also you need to use her, but look, she's level 72, 41k, fully maxed out with level 90 fully maxed out weapon, guys. So now you don't have to invest in those characters to actually do the missions, although she's must invest character. But yeah, you can do just fine, and you don't have to bother with these things. Only work on your main characters, and now doing the side quests will be much easier overall. Okay, so that's about that part. Now the second part of the video will be the conclusion about Mane Baek, and we're gonna talk about should you go for Choi or Baek if you're free to play, and of course at the end you're gonna decide for yourself, will you rather save for Ta and Alicia. Like I already said, Ta and Alicia are low-key and must-have characters because of their element. They'll be so much more helpful than Baek being the dark element. First of all, let's make a conclusion about him really quickly. So I will go a lot of really good informations on this video about Baek. I really did test him out as much as possible. So this is the case about him. He needs investment, high investment. Now you would say, yo RoKage, every single character needs high investment in this game. Yes, that is 100% true. But for him to actually work and be the probably most likely second best DPS after Choi, I would say maybe third, second, somewhere around that. He's not the best DPS in the game in my eyes still. Choi would win that department. He needs those dupes. Okay, that's the first thing. He really needs those dupes. One copy is amazing. Second copy is even better because it increases his HP. But third copy is the ones that truly, like third and fourth copy is like super important. Especially third one increases the basic attack and core attack damage increase effect to bleeding targets to 40%. Like dupes are the one that will make Baek one of the best DPS in the game. if you don't have at least first copy of him, he won't be that impressive. Like, even with first copy, he won't be that impressive. You will still do the crazy DPS. There is no doubt about this, that he is one of the best DPS characters in the game and the best dark DPS in the game. There is no question about that. The part that you should level up as much as possible is his basic skill. I didn't do that because at first I didn't pay attention too much and I usually went for the skills that I usually go, but his basic attack is stupidly important for him to work. And then you level up everything else, like, no problem. So if you can get at least 3 copies for him, this is where he's gonna shine, and this is where you'll be like, okay, he's doing insane damage, bro, amazing. But before that, he'll be like underwhelming. As well, artifacts are super important. Guys, after further testing, Dragon artifact is the best to go, the full set, because he needs that. If you see the dupes, he works around that. Increase the user's core attack damage by 18%, and when attack hits, charges the user's core gauge by 60. You busted, by the way. This is by far the best artifact that you can use for him. And then here I went for the red-eyed artifacts, just to increase his attack furthermore. I believe that's the way to go with the artifacts itself. Let me say a few big weaknesses about this character that I noticed. His HP, if you didn't fully build him up and invested highly, he will die really quickly, especially if you do few mistakes. He's over, he's done. You really need to know how to play with him, and you need to time everything to the perfection so he doesn't die and you get the most out of him. That's like few really important things about him. The other thing is he works around that HP, like lower HP he has, bigger damage he's gonna do. So he needs to also take those damages to actually do bigger and bigger damage overall. Have that in mind. And as well, he works like he'll be doing bigger damages to the characters who are bleeding as well. He will apply bleed, and that part, whoever doesn't have whatever boss doesn't have immunity to bleed, he's really in a problem, because bleed over time will do a pretty crazy damage. Okay, so that's like his glass canyon. That's how I would say the best. Not for the free-to-play players, guys. If you're free-to-play, skip this guy. That is my opinion. You do you can go for it, but definitely it will be more worth it to summoning for Choi. Choi is overall better character in my opinion than Silver Mane Baek. I know you would say, yo, but you invested so much more in Choi. Well, yes, but I still did invest it pretty heavily on him now. Like, no joke. Am I regretting this? No. No, the reason for it, at least I have 1 copy. If I could get 2 more, that would be perfect, but it is how it is. I'm not summoning any more on him. With that 1 copy, he will definitely deliver, especially when there will be missions, bosses where you need that dark DPS. He will be the main for it. So I don't regret it, but really he's not for the free-to-play players. Choi is better. Choi is better DPS. Choi is much simpler to use, pretty straightforward, much faster type of the character with the usage of all of skills and everything else. So, and still Choi in my eyes is still better DPS than him. So overall, this is my opinion now. Free-to-play players, you can skip Baek. Pay-to-win players, you do you. Like, you can skip it as well, but if you want to go for him, if you want to use him, if you want to play with him, go for a few copies and you're good, bro. He will do insane job, insane DPS, amazing. But overall, he really needs those dupes. I believe like only when you fully max him out, then you're like, yeah, bro, this is it. But before that, there'll be always some part of the struggle, I would say, in that way. Choi is much more practical unit. Choi is much, even without any dupes, he will do fine. But the Baek, he won't. Choi just needs 1 copy and you're good, bro. So much less investment overall in the sense of copies. Artifact investment, skill investment, all of these characters, they need that. So I'm not talking about that part of high investment. I'm talking about the dupes. So conclusion is, guys, free-to-play players, you can go for Choi. That's my opinion. it's on you, because you can also say for Alicia and Sa. I cannot tell you what you should do on that department. You need to decide for yourself, but I can tell you for 1,000,000% Choi is more worth it than Baek. And this is literally the overall conclusion about him. You have everything what you need to know on this video, and at the same time I talk about Choi, so you know what you should do based on the information. You're gonna make a decision on your own. Plus we got that beautiful thing in the story update where the characters that you need to use, they'll be pretty much highly invested, and you don't need to do it on your own, and it will be much easier to do the side stories for sure from now on. That's it, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe. Hopefully everything was clear. If you have any questions, I'm here. Discord server soon, guys. Okay, don't worry, I am late a little bit. But bro, I apologize. I'm on so many things now that's actually nuts. Many things happening in real life overall, but happy for it for sure. So don't worry about the thing. I will cover everything as much as possible, as much as I can. That's it, guys. Love ya. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Road to 50k. So let's get it. Bye, guys.